I'll keep this close, in memory of you, Arisen.
If we share our strengths, we can begin formulating a strategy that caters to our respective skills. Let me get that. This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
I never would have expected to find a cave in a place like this.
Might I recommend we venture inside before bandits find us?
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
We have yet to explore all the corners of this place. 'Twould be a shame if aught were overlooked.
Quite right. No sense doing things by halves.
I shall come at once, Arisen.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. It's...
Beg pardon, sir. Am I...
Goblins, Master.
I'll leave it here.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next. Miss, and you shame us both.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. This calls for a curative.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! Might await us on the road ahead.
to make use of curatives till a mage joins our ranks.
An impressive diversion. Will I finish them off, Arisen?
A wise strategy.
Over here!
Battle is to be avoided, I take it, Arisen.
Little does our foe realize how narrowly they escaped death's touch.
It's no great shock to me.
There's aught to be found there. Can you not see it?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
And before I forget... Without a mage among our ranks, we've no one to heal us in times of need.
Mayhap you could dismiss a pawn, not me, naturally, and hire a mage in their place.
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty. Lest you forget, 'tis the Arisen we serve here. We've no healing magic at our disposal, so a curative will have to do. I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
What's this? We're trapped.
Fine! A Cyclops!
To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
Cyclops. Right. Be on your guard.
The power of such a torrent is not to be underestimated. Perhaps we could find a way to counter it.
Let us make use of this during battle. I've no doubt we will catch our foes unaware.
It seems we have enraged our foe.
A reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
It's easily done.
If we're to have any hope of victory, we must employ every tool and tactic at our disposal.
It is easily done. We'll want to hold the high ground when fighting on an incline. Can't have our foes using it against us.
Ice attacks shan't have much effect against this foe.
Very well, if I must. Time we laid for the capital to inform the people of Vermont that the original...
You blackguard! You thought this your chance to escape? Your cowardice betrays you. I'll not be letting you out of my... Well now. The road's blocked. A powerful current ought to set this rock to...
Come to think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
It would seem the... Goblins! If you value your life, stand and fight, wretch!
We've got goblins!
I suppose I'll handle this.
Hit the fiend in place!
Not a bad one.
That's it! Seems we drove them off. Right. Back into the ox cart with...
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
This one's trouble, Captain Brent. I've no doubt we've discovered another scoundrel playing at Arisen. Though witnesses can attest to the summoning of a pawn, it must have been brought about by some manner of deception.
Quite right. No punishment is too harsh for this fiend.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be that Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, it follows, therefore, that this you must submit to questioning. If you value, I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, you, and no other, are the sovereign. Some days passed. You confronted the dragon in the village of Melv. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, and yet, not all celebrate. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds. In order to rob following that, she prepared a replacement to... However, with Your Majesty returned, I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble...
See people in such high spirits.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem... In fact, there's aught I would ask...
Aha!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their cost.
Might I interest you in my humble wares? Hope to see you again.
Hmm? Oh, 'tis you! Thank you again, sir. You don't know how grateful I am to you. Oi, sir! We've started selling that med...
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption. I thought so. She's not... That girl's always running off on some... Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain off... Welcome and well met. Don't think I've forgotten your discount now. I'll knock a few gold. Do come again.
This is for you. What?
This really is fine craftsmanship. It's partly different as well.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
This might be worth a read.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Good day, sir.
How might I be of service? Am I shedding?
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Many thanks. Need anything?
Swapping stories is one of life's great pleasures.
My back is... Need anything?
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
'Twould seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command.
Mayhap I ought to ask around town.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares.
You wouldn't want to make the others jealous, no?
Well met, sir.
Your Majesty, your time it is not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out.
Welcome.
At your neck, may the people find succor in these troubled times.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with a should Disa denounce your majesty as a false arisen. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to vote. If your majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. What say you? I thank you, your majesty. The first is Trevo Mine, to the north. Next is Half Village. Finally, there is much we ought to tend to. If we are, you will need to infiltrate the palace to get. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels for now. Though, would that I could undertake the task. What say you, your majesty? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent. There is much we ought to tend to. If we are, of all those who serve the Queen, I refer to Waldar many a time as and many a time as our laws dict thus. What say you? I prepared a means for you to end this mission. Demands that should you be discovered.
Right, just follow me.
This isn't much to go on.
This way, if you please, Master.
What might you be looking for?
Here, if you please.
That wasn't the homecoming I envisioned. I knew we were going to be in a bad way. But where did I expect to see an entire basket of swords? Indeed. I was not expecting things to be easy. Rather hopeful. I expect we would drag it. This is where
That was thrilling. I did not know I could feel so alive.
Ha! You bet your match!
Am I losing my touch?
Always gotta be in the thick of things, mate.
It is dark enough to warrant the use of your lantern, Master.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. Off we go then. They're a beast. I'm all for swapping stories, but perhaps another night. I can scarce keep my eyes open.
I quite agree. Best we recuperate our strength before we set off again.
I'm not quite as nimble as I'd like to be, but I suppose that's what I get for carrying so many things. Would seem our fight is not yet done.
I don't suppose begging for a reprieve would get us far with one of this lot.
It is easily done.
Chances of victory are slim. The prudent choice would be to beat a hasty retreat.
I'm not sure what to tell you.
Are the rest of you faring all right?
For the sake of our fallen allies, we must fight on.
To it, this does not happen again.
One of us has been drenched. Strike me if you can.
Quite a view from up here. Shall we see how high I can scale?
Not a bad idea.
harpies descend! Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. The paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Well, well. Colour me surprised.
Let us see what you're made of.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Do you suppose that... No, I pray you. How kind of you. Take this with... Let me get that.
Oh, I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
I've got you. Use this chance to recover.
We've strayed off course. A different path would deliver us quicker now. I'll lead the way. Ivo mine is but a stone's throw.
Saurians!
Ice will be most effective against this foe. One of us will be drenched. Uh-oh. Methinks the fiend felt that. Perhaps a few more for good measure. Right where I need them arisen. Don't let up!
This, and you shame us both.
We've strayed off course. A different path would deliver us quicker now. I'll lead the way. Try go mine is but a stone's throw from here. Saurian!
It cannot weather ice's numbing grip. Oh, methinks the fiend felt that. Perhaps a few more for good measure.
You'll not live to regret this!
Thank you, Master. I only hope I did not disappoint.
Got the enemy right where I need them arisen. Don't let up!
Miss, and you shame us both.
If we mastered that attack, we would be invincible. If we mean to continue to our destination, then permit me to alter our route. We've a shorter one available to us. Trevo mine is but a stone's throw from here. I can guide you there if you wish.
Saurians, Master!
Fire won't do much good here. Best try a different attack. I must admit that it feels wonderful to strike true.
An impressive diversion. Shall I finish them off, Arisen?
This, and you shame us both.
Follow me. Do try to keep me in your sights, Master. I shan't lead you astray.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
All told, I'm rather satisfied with my performance.
Are you fit to travel? Then let's not dawdle. I shall be proud to serve you, Arisen.
Farewell, Arisen. I only wish that I could stay.
If ever you've need of an ear to listen, you have but to ask.
This rumor has been troubling me ever since I first caught wind of it. Apparently, there is an illness we pawns can catch beyond the rift that makes us a danger to ourselves and others. Symptoms include an unruly attitude and overconfidence. And in the end, we turn our backs on our master and our duty.
How terrible. We shall have to be alert for signs of the sickness among our number. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. Now I've got you! I shan't let them harm you. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Much obliged. For you, I dare say you've...
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it. Just yonder. It looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
It would not be unwelcome for an ally to appear for once.
If battle cannot be avoided, 'tis fight or die.
It is easily done.
The fire must be put out ere our comrade burns. Fall back, and I will heal you with magic. Wait right there. You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice.
Well, that wasn't the homecoming I envisioned. I knew the village would be in a bad way.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
Methinks I've earned a rest.
Slim pickings late. Maybe we may touch.
Always a good time, this place.
I've little enough.
Well met, see a turncoat every place.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall. Here, we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you... forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration for warriors or sorcerers at this time. You see, as we currently... And we cannot simply purchase more, so regrettably I cannot assist you. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you all. He runs the local army. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
We shall have to scour, high and low.
Everyone in such fine spirits.
There's a chest. I shall take a look inside.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, hope to see you again. Well met, son. How might I be of service? Welcome to Bjorn's Armory, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch.
Hoi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. I'd be grateful. Fair warning. Goblet from the tell of it. Their lair. Pray do be careful. Losing my wares for good would make me sore. But no sack of gold can compare to a fel...
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
Twould seem the Queen Regent.
Well met. You are come to Shaki. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
Our adventure continues.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Feeling rested, I trust?